So should I automatically move the home games to a placeholder date then?
Yes.
Yes, then we can-
What I think, he's already done some of them, but he'll have no, right, at least the first 2 weeks, Sherry. After that, if he finds the home fields are just not going to come back fast enough, then we
Yeah.
can start to examine another strategy to move some of them to away.
Okay,
Right.
2 games we can absorb, probably switch them around. Not too many more though. We really don't. We're gonna have to push the season back anyway. But the juniors, as far as the makeups, but I think, but that's all a decision. We'll meet as a board on the 5th, so we'll know a lot better. Oh, not a lot better, but we'll have a better idea how to proceed. But I think initially, Charlie, at least, some of these guys may have home fields. That's why we're on with them right now. But Charlotte, particularly, I'm going to say, because they've got a lot of teams, nothing before November 12th on their property. And every Tuesday, at least the next 2 weeks, Charlie's going to communicate what away teams will be able to make their games. So we can get to the home team who was supposed to host them and say, cancel the refs.
okay.
Makes
Got it.
sense? Okay.
Yep.
All right. Who's next? Tim, who are you with? Tim Betts. I can't hear you, Tim. There you go. Who are you with? Someone picking this
You
up?
hear me?
Sarasota, he's with Sarasota.
Okay. Is Sarasota affected in any way?
No, we're good.
Home and away, no problems.
Yeah, we're good. Just a matter of working with everybody on the scheduling.
Right.
I got everything set.
We'll stay close. Look, if you've got anybody, and this is all of us, if you've got anybody on a schedule that is like Charlie and right in the path of this thing, then you'd be wise to double check. But we will try to really work before that, so you guys don't show up and have refs and those guys don't show. All you got to worry about now is, are they coming to your away games? Because at least for the first 2 weeks,
Right.
their home games won't be scheduled.
Right. Okay.
That makes sense?
So,
Does that seem
With you,
reasonable?
Charlie, right on that?
Pardon me?
So I connect with Charlie on that for
Well, yeah,
Charlotte
Charlie
game.
will connect to Sherry, and Sherry has all the schedules, so she'll also know.
Okay.
The better thing is not to tie Charlie, no, I don't mean tie him up, but not to tie him up with a bunch of calls. He gets to Sherry, he tells her, this is what we can do. We all get to Sherry, and she knows, or she can post it real quick. Hey, they're not going to show up for the game, right? Or it's, you can start going down there, one of the two. So if we keep
I
communicating,
understand Lee County
Sherry
on the field yet, right?
will be better off. Make sense?
Yep.
Okay. Heather, who are you with?
Hey, Paul, go with Lee County next.
Where are they?
Ty.
That's Ty Cole.
I don't see him on here.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, Ty, I got you.
All right. So presently our field is being used by FEMA. So I know that we won't be able to have games for at least the next 2 weeks at home if any are scheduled. So if you
Okay.
could please delay all our home games for at least the next 2 Saturdays. And then if we go beyond that, I'll let you know.
Yes, Nate. Ty, how about, are the teams organized enough to make an away game?
I can't speak for everyone, but I am going to plan on playing my away game this coming weekend.
Okay. How many teams do you have in juniors? We don't know, right? Greg, we have no idea how many teams they have.
I can look that up.
Can you?
Yeah.
Quickly? All right.
Yeah, that would be
Yes.
helpful.
Yes, I was
Yeah.
trying to get that done before the meeting. That's what we were.
Yeah. Give me a minute.
We can get it done.
Mhm.
We should have had this. This should be.
Are we
pretty-
talking about only juniors right now?
Yes, just juniors.
Okay, Lee
The
County.
seniors, we already know. You guys, as far as the senior season, we have assumed that you guys will not be able to play at all any senior match. If
Yeah, and if that changes, I'm sure someone will reach
that's
out
an
to you.
assumption we've made, we put it on the website. And secondly, if you can make an away match, you call them and tell them, hey, I can make it. So get the refs and get your team there. Otherwise, they'll assume that there will be no match until after the first, until you guys.
But you're talking about seniors right now, correct?
That's the seniors, right? Now the
Okay, yeah.
juniors, we're in the same thing. We're right now trying to figure out how many junior
There's
teams.
three.
Okay, so you got three,
3 teams, 2 12 and 1 11.
2 12s.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
So Ty, what do you know of those 3 teams?
1 male or 1 boys, 1 girls,
Oh,
U12.
okay.
Yeah, I'm the U12 coach for the girls. Unfortunately, our director is not on, so I can't really speak for the other coaches. But like I said, the U12 girls, we plan on making that game this coming weekend.
So you just know about 1 team.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's the case. And I know about our fields.
Okay. But we don't know about those teams. But you think your team is fit to travel? Now, the other, Ty,
I don't think they're fit, but I know they want to play. And we
okay,
really
well, that's
don't
all
want
that
to postpone
matters. I mean,
games.
these records in 20 years, they really won't keep these records. So you'll be okay.
Yeah, we're ready to go.
So,
They'll know if they played. They'll never remember the record, So,
Correct.
but Ty, the other ones, and again, the other option will be these first 2 weeks, we're going to just put them off and hope for the best. But after that, the option may be that you convert some of those home games to away games so you can play them, because we can't make up 9 games or 8 games or whatever.
What is your drop dead date for making up games?
Well, we don't know. We put something silly on a website, but it's not right.
All right.
The board will meet on the 5th. And at that point, normally, right, March 31st is the drop dead day.
Oh, that's well, we could fit that in somehow.
Well, that's what we're hoping. But again, we found in years where we had epic problems, if we extended it another 30 days, we could generally get them all in. So the board will decide then, hey, okay, we'll reschedule. We'll look at it when we get close to the 31st and see how many teams can still play.
Okay, and listen, one last question. I know this is kind of chaotic, but what's going to be the procedure for me or the other coaches in this case to find out if the other team is able to host a game?
Well, here's the point. Again, yeah, a good point. Depending on
For
who it
Gosport, right?
is, there's at least 6 clubs that we assume right now will be in danger of not hosting games, right? And help me out with this, Charlie. Charlotte would be 1. Cape Coral would be another question, right? Sarasota's good. Northport, we don't know yet, although we'll get to them hopefully. We know you're out, right?
Yeah.
Azuri, I think you got a team. I think Azuri's got 1 team. I think Fort Myers Beach had some. And Englewood might have a few. So any of the ones that you thought were in the path, please check.
Okay. Yeah. No worries.
In other words, if it's
No,
all
this is
below the
Kathy with
bridge.
Cape Coral. Cape Coral's good.
Kathy, well, hold one second. Kathy, how about Cape
Yes.
Coral? What's your?
We're good. Trafalgar is the one that took the worst. And we won't have lights probably for 6 months or so. But Pelican, we're good. Most games are scheduled in the morning or the afternoon. Hugo's done a tremendous job on getting that schedule in place. So
That's great.
Pelican's
So
up and running.
So Kathy, you can absorb home games, and we're assuming you're organized enough for the away games, at least what we know tonight.
Correct. Like
That's-
the U13s have the 29th, October 29th or the 30th. We're playing.
Okay. So 1's in, 2 are out right now. So we don't need to adjust anything, Kathy. Just as a board member, we'll have a meeting on the 5th, and we'll see what else we've got to do to make, to help everybody,
Yeah. Sherry's, by the way, Sherry's been incredible. She's right there.
Yes.
She's been
Yeah,
helping
she's-
all of us during all of this.
Okay,
It's been
yeah.
nice.
I'm tired of talking about her. She's so good. It's really,
She
it's
is.
embarrassing.
Kate Coral loves her.
Yeah, everybody does. She is unbelievable. I mean, I don't know.
Charlotte too,
All
man.
right, stop embarrassing me. That's what
That's
you
what I
can
said. We're
do.
not gonna talk. You and I can talk about it, Kathy, but not in front of her anymore, you know? 'cause it's
Okay.
just,
Understood.
she's
Understood.
gonna stop. She's just gonna stop. We'll turn her into a diva, you know? No, but she is, she, of the people I've run into in this thing, there are probably maybe 10 people that really stand out in my mind as being just super competent and, you know, good and that work hard, you know, to get things done. And she's right at the top of the list. So,
Yeah, if any of the junior teams that are registered with USA had an issue, Hugo would be on it and Hugo would be communicating with Cherry.
okay,
As
perfect.
far as
Yeah,
I
just
know,
let
I
us
think
know.
we're in good shape, a
And
home and a away.
you know, we will, you know, we'll do whatever is humanly possible to help get your
We
games in.
appreciate that.
Oh, look, it's what we do, right? Okay, who we got next? So Ty, we don't know about yours, but there's Cape Coral we know is in. We know you're out for home games and we're not sure, can I say we're not sure about your away games? Would that be accurate, Ty?
Yeah, you can be sure on mine, the U12 girls. We're gonna go,
All
but
right.
I can't.
Can you get whoever we need to be talking to that can tell us about all the teams? We need to get their contact information so Greg can be on the phone with them or email them starting tomorrow. So by Tuesday, we can make a decision on the away games.
Unless their email address is bad for their president and DOC, I sent them emails.
Yeah, but we have no information, Greg. So sending them stuff doesn't make a goddamn bit of difference. We got to have answers because by Tuesday, we got to know, we have to advise the guys that are playing to say, get the refs, don't get the refs, don't show up, show up. So if they're not answering, we got to press them a little bit and see how else we can contact them. Well, email's obviously not working. You haven't got anything back from them, right? And they're not on they're not here tonight.
Nope.
Greg, I can give you the heads up. I mean, there are so many people without internet in Lee County right now. So it might be hit and miss with cell, but I know the internet, even the law firm that I work at, we have no internet.
How about
telling
cell
us
phones?
February. So
Yeah,
I would make the phone call.
We're talking
Charlotte
Sarasota,
too.
Kathy.
Charlotte, no,
Yeah,
no internet.
Sarasota's is not out.
We're talking about Ty's place, Lee County,
That's-
right?
Right.
Lee County is,
Sarasota,
Yeah, guys, this is Ty. Listen, I don't know, who's responsive at this club or not. I just know that if you guys hit me up, I'm going to respond.
yeah. Well, we got to find the other two if we can, Ty. That's the point of tonight. So we'll keep pressing. Have you got a phone number for anybody? Do you have a cell phone number for them? Would you get that to Greg?
Yeah, listen, while you guys are having this meeting, I'll pull it up on my phone and put it in the text.
Thank you. Yeah, because that would help. I mean, Greg's been doing everything humanly possible
thank
to
you.
get to these guys, but they're not. And I think Kathy's right. The communication's hit and miss because of what's going on. But we got to press because you'd like to tell the other teams, and you'd hate for one of those teams to get organized, get the kids in the car, and shoot somewhere and find out no one's at the fields because they assume there's no game.
I agree 100%.
That would be a catastrophe.
You are preaching to the choir, brother.
All right. Who else we got, Greg?
Let's see.
Who else is on?
Let's try Northport.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I do know on Northport, they scheduled their games.
Who is that, Tim?
Yeah, I do know on Northport in the groups we have with them, they
Yeah.
did schedule all their games as far as
They did.
they've been communicating.
So that you think their home field you think they're okay for absorbing games, huh?
I think so, because they scheduled their times.
Yeah, from my
Or
knowledge.
our away
Yeah,
Charlie, you think so too, huh?
They got
How
some
did they,
fields
so
back.
they missed, I guess, the fields. Are they using the same fields where the fire trucks are, where the fire department is, or are those fields not used anymore? The two fields that
They have
are,
Neymar and Butler. They have two locations. But from my understanding, they're not all open, I think, but some are open, but I think the problem they're having is goals, but haven't, I think they lost a lot of goals, but besides that, I think they're open.
The fields are open, but when I talked with them, they had no goals.
Yeah, I think that's what I heard too.
so what are we gonna do about that? I mean, they can't have a game without them, can they?
No. I talked with their president. She said they'd be on.
Okay, yeah, well, Tim, that's what Tim indicated too.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
So we gotta assume the Northport's all right for the moment.
I got an email from their registrar on, I can't see the date on this. Hold on.
I saw something.
Wednesday, last Wednesday, and he said all of our teams are a full go and our fields are now open. So all of our games can go forward as scheduled.
All right, so we got Cape Coral and Northport are in, Lee
Oh,
County and Charlotte.
I know who's got the problem down there is Englewood.
Okay, is Englewood on? How many teams do they have in the junior?
I think they only got a couple.
What age groups?
I'd have to look.
Sure. I don't
Hold on,
remember.
I'll tell you.
Lindsay Mallard, are you on, or Amber?
Okay,
They have 4 juniors and 1 senior.
okay, so we need to, well, the seniors we can't work with, but, so we don't know anything. What did they say to you, Greg?
They told me that their fields would probably be good in the next week or so, but their goals are everywhere. They don't know where their goals are.
So what do we do with that?
Best guess, wait until the 12th of November.
Okay, so we want to cancel. Sherry,
That's the only thing I can come up with.
all right, take a look at the schedules for all those teams and see if they got any.
Communicate.
Yeah, Tim? Tim, you just
Yeah.
said something. I didn't.
Oh, sorry, I was just saying, maybe, how about we just let the individual teams communicate with Northport?
Nah, I mean, yes, everybody should. The problem we have with that is we don't, there's, we just had a team, in fact, from Plant City to say, hey, who's paying for the refs? No one canceled.
Right,
We're in the middle of our planning.
We can leave it to the coaches, and we're hoping they'll do that. And all that we're doing will be,
From you
all that
on.
we're doing here will just be secondary. But we can't make that assumption. We're gonna get in there and try and find out.
This is why you needed to get, okay, this is why we needed the people at the meeting so that everybody hears.
Yes, yeah, but they're not here. So let's go from here. So what do we do with
I
Englewood?
heard England got their fields back, but today, but
Charlie, you think they're good though?
no, I don't. I think I heard they got their fields back today, but that's just what I heard.
So Englewood's still
Right,
a
so
question mark as
you're
far as
telling
home
me that
games for this
your
weekend.
junior season is pretty much washed out.
On the-
I mean, would you be able to flip your? No, in other words, if you've got a home game, let's say against Braden River, okay? If you have a home game against River, make that an away game and then play Braden River at home later on in the year. Okay, give me a best guess as to when, and what you're saying,
Well,
you
England might not have any.
can't play home.
I know one of my team members there does not mean
Okay,
England.
have like a best
So
guess,
that's why that I'm
maybe
not on.
end of November.
Just so you know.
Charlie, say it again to me.
I know I have a board member in Englewood,
Yeah,
and they have no internet. So over there, No Comcast.
I think Greg's on the phone with someone right now.
Okay, just letting you know.
All right,
I
let me
think,
get.
yeah, okay, that's, I appreciate
Let
that.
know that you will play away, but your home games are kaput until next week sometime. Well, fair enough. All right, thank you. All right. Jesus. Okay, Paul,
Yeah,
here you go.
okay.
Northport cannot play home games until sometime next year. They will play away, though.
Northport or Englewood?
I'm
Okay.
sorry,
Englewood or Northport?
Englewood.
What about Northport? What did you, where you just got that mixed up?
I just got it mixed up.
Good, okay.
Englewood cannot play any home games. She's thinking until, if she's lucky, February.
Okay.
But
Okay.
she can play it, but she can play away games.
Okay, so the question is, well, we got to decide, do we switch her games now to all away games? And can we do that? You know, I know we can
Hey
do it.
guys, this is Heather from Venice. I just text the Inglewoods registrar. She said they're ready to play November 1st. She just needs help with a ref assigner.
Where?
So I don't
Well,
know who you talked to.
Who were you
I
just talking to,
I
Greg?
just talked to Amber and she said they can't play anything at home for the next couple months.
Well, we need to probably clarify it because I just talked to Melissa Slicker, who pretty much does everything that I know of. And she said they're ready November 1st. They just need help with a referee assigner. So
Well-
I'll check for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
To Amber, because
that's why we're here
with
tonight.
Amber.
We're trying to at least get through the first week if we can without any
Right.
travel that doesn't need to be made. How about Venice? How about your fields of Venice?
Venice, I've scheduled all the games. We're struggling a little bit, but we're gonna make it work. We don't have lights, which is okay, and we're down a field. Hopefully it'll be back up, but I have all the games scheduled, so we're ready.
So you think home games and away games, you're good?
Absolutely.
At least for
Yes.
now, if it comes to pass that it becomes not good, you just get back to us right away and we'll do this. I think
Yep.
the choices we have here, if I'm not, and I'll take an open mic on this. One choice, like for Englewood particularly, if they can't play any home games, then we try to switch them. The first strategy would be to switch their home games to away games. They just have an away schedule and propose that to them. Otherwise, they just cancel some of the games and try and play in the spring. What do you think, Charlie? Alan?
What was that?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm saying for someone like Englewood, the choice is if they can't absorb any home games, then the first question is, can they play their schedule away? So we switch the home games they have to the team that they're playing at the place where the team is. That would put, let's say till Christmas, that would make a completely away schedule.
Right.
Or someone, but they will get their games in, because once we get past 3 or 4 matches that are rescheduled, it's going to be hard to make them up for everybody for the other teams.
Well, is there any fields close to them that they could?
Well, that'll be the second thing. That's what we don't know, but I don't, as far as I know, right?
Right.
We've got to get somebody in our orbit that will host games. Braden River would be one, but they don't have many teams in the league anymore.
Right. Who's close to Englewood?
Well, the closest would be Venice,
Oh, sorry.
Northport, but
I got you.
they're struggling.
Yeah.
Charlie,
Yeah.
I mean, they're trying to put things together, and some of them may be able to host some games, but I think that's the next. At least
Right.
for a few weeks, Alan, if they took a couple away games, you could switch them back somehow,
Yeah,
or
you could
whatever.
rearrange it. Yeah.
Well,
I
for the
see what you're
first-
saying.
I'm worried about now the first 2 weeks, because we're going to meet on the 5th as a board for the business meeting, and I can call you guys in between. And keep working. At least if we have an outline of how to proceed, we can work on that one. So it's away games, all of them,
Yeah.
third-party fields, right?
Yeah.
Or put them off, I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
But Englewood right now, we don't know. We hear from one person that we got fields and from another that they can't absorb them.
Oh,
Which is, I mean, that's not, I mean, this isn't national defense or anything else. I mean, we're not that smart. Yeah. But that's typical of this whole management thing. It's all we're skipping rope. All right. Is there someone we haven't? So Venice is good. Northport's good. Cape Coral's good. Right? Lee County and Charlie at Charlotte are all, at least for the moment, iffy for home games.
What about Lehigh? Is Lehigh on here?
It's Lee County. Lee County and Lehigh, as far as I know, are the same, right, Sherry?
I don't think so.
No, but I don't think.
They're
we-
not. They're not
No,
the
they're
same.
not the same.
No, but I don't
So how
think-
about Lehigh? We got Lee County. That's
I don't-
tied.
think there's any, hold on. Oh,
I thought for
yeah,
some
there's just a senior team for Lehigh, that's it.
Okay, so ties the Lee County we got covered. How about North Fort Myers Beach?
They only have a senior team as well.
Okay, good. Is there anybody we're missing in the juniors that we're not discussing right now?
Missouri.
Yeah, I'm here from Missouri Storm
Okay.
Okay,
and we're good home and away. No problem.
Missouri's good home and away. Thank you.
Yep,
All
no
right.
problem.
so we've got two to check and a question mark about, we got Englewood, right? Northport. Now, we heard Northport's fine though. Am I correct in assuming that?
Yes.
That's what
we
they
did.
told me. Mhm.
All right. Venice is fine. Cape Coral's fine. Missouri's fine. So we're really dealing with Englewood and Charlie and Charlotte, right? Am I missing anybody?
And Paul, once I know the county opens our fields up,
No, I'm not being critical.
we're
I'm just
good.
saying we just want
but I
to,
think we can host
good.
but we just gotta get the county to say.
Yeah. Oh, I get it. But just, you stay with us, Charlie. We'll schedule around it. You figure out what you can do and can't do, and then we'll work it out for you. Or
Okay,
you'll work it out. You're on a board. I mean, you'll be there working it out too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
all right, thank you, buddy.
So-
Englewood's gonna hop on they'll be on in a minute.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Gee, that's a big help. Venice, there's new people down there. Am I correct? New president. Am I right in assuming that?
David Jarvis, I don't, he was supposed to be on. I'm not new.
Well,
I've been
that's
here
okay. I mean,
forever.
I met him. He was
Yeah.
up at our fields, at the FC Tampa fields. I'm sure it's the same fella. He came
Yeah,
over.
I think you forgot. It's
That's
okay.
okay. That's
I'm
all right.
on.
As long as we know, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, we're not giving out stars or demerits tonight, you know.
Oh, man.
Well, you get a star, you get a demerit then. How's that? Very good.
Hey, how you doing?
Sherry, am I missing anybody at this
No,
point?
not that I'm aware of.
All right, good. So
Okay.
let's just wait for this
So-
Englewood thing as the
So
question.
November 1st or? Fantastic. I appreciate the call back. Thank you so much, Amber. All right. Stop. Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
all right. Englewood starting November 1st. We'll start scheduling they can play at home starting November 1st.
so the 29th is the only ones we got to look at for them. Now, they got 5 teams. How about away? They're good for away
They're
games?
good away. They're okay away. They just can't play at home until the 1st.
All right, so, and we figure Charlie will be back in the mix too. So it's not as disastrous as it looks. I know the situation on the ground is disastrous, but I'm saying for as what we're doing. All right. So Sherry, what are you doing on here? Didn't you have a wedding today or yesterday?
No, he got married Friday. I'm recovering today. It was
Well, good.
wonderful.
How was it?
It was beautiful.
Ah,
Yeah, I'm
that's
just
good.
sad today. It's over and all the family went home, but it was a great wedding.
Good.
Hmm.
All right, so Sherry, we know Englewood's out for this weekend, and we think the next one on the 5th, they'll be up normal.
Yeah,
So
good.
they and Charlie on home, we just got to check this weekend. Charlie's been, some of his teams have already been, they might have already, out scheduled already.
Yeah.
So they may
So
be.
Sher- This is Heather again. Melissa Slicker said that she's already rescheduled all the games for this weekend.
Yes, great.
So we're good. So we don't have to worry about Inglewood.
Awesome.
Perfect. Perfect.
Does that include rescheduling? Does that include getting in touch with the referees?
Well, if
Yes.
she moves them, then they wouldn't have a game, right?
Yeah.
Let me
Yeah,
ask
so
you,
she-
something, Greg, isn't there a
Okay.
system in there when they
Referees have
reschedule?
said they
games?
can't get through Got Sport to find out when games are rescheduled half the time.
Oh, okay.
Northport's DOC, I think, is getting on. I just sent him the link.
Okay.
He asked me to
good,
send him the
Sean.
link,
Thank
so
you.
hopefully
Hey,
he jumps on. That's Sergio. Sergi.
Greg, isn't there, or Sherry, when we
Yes.
schedule a game, doesn't it go into the referee? I know the one referee said they can't get a hold of Got Sport, but doesn't that go directly to the referee schedulers?
I mean,
As a
it's
piece of
supposed to. When I send my message out, I select one of the options is match referees. So if they were assigned in Dot Sport, they should be receiving the message. Now, I can't prove that. I just know that it goes out and who I send it.
We'll hear from the referees. Obviously, the guy we had, the problem Plant City, but
Well, because they don't use Dot Sport, that's why. So they assign it
What are-
outside of Dot
what
Sport.
are we
so
back to
therefore-
smoke? Are we back to smoke signals or what? Is
And,
that-
and I can't see who they assign, so how can I tell them? They have to tell me who, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
Yeah. Now, some of these guys, he said, oh, they don't use Got Sport. That's what he was saying in that email.
Yeah, they use a different assigning software, so it doesn't show on my side who the ref is. It looks to me like they didn't assign anybody, even though they did, I can't see it. So then how can I tell them? If I can.
No,
if
I get it.
Remember,
We
now that
can't-
I know that they're not in
we can't
there,
Possibly centrally call every ref every time there's a thing. Is that-
No,
we're
that's the
not
thing.
capable of it.
now I know Yanni doesn't use it, so I'll make a mental note to just send him a message.
Yeah.
But I can't always do that,
But rightfully, Sherry, we've got the scheduling body has hundreds of teams. He's only
Yeah.
got one scheduling buddy.
Right, like it's just
He
not
should be-
feasible,
He should be, proactive and get in touch to make sure that everything's okay,
Right,
which is what I told him in that email. I don't know if he read
yeah,
it.
I know. They're insisting on the refs getting paid on that. And I did tell them I would bring
we-
that
yeah,
up
but we-
tonight
yes,
because
but
they
we
don't want to
don't-
wait.
We don't pay the refs, I mean, USA has never paid a ref as long as I look.
Right.
Now, we have in circumstances where we've had huge
Well,
issues.
because they maintain that, I should have told them the game was canceled. So they feel that
You
we're
saw my
responsible.
email. I mean, these are guys that a hurricane came through
Right,
2 weeks before that.
right.
And
Like,
they
I don't
didn't
know why they didn't
check
ask.
any of the databases to see if they had a game. Now, I mean, if that isn't completely childish, it's almost like you got a kid and he's complaining because he doesn't have shoes because he can't find his.
Yeah,
Hey, Paul,
Yes.
since we got everybody down here from down south,
Yes,
on the
kind
Juke
of.
League, can we get them to send in the scores as they happen?
Greg, can you let Northport in? He's trying to get
Yep.
in.
Hold on.
Did you guys hear that? If you can help Al, because Alan's really done a good job trying to get these, at least on the girls' side, we're getting most. of
And the
these.
boys. I'm working on both of them.
Oh,
but
okay, geez, Alan.
If they could send in their game scores, that day, just send it to Sherry or myself. Because I got a feeling these refs down there are going to have a hard time.
For our
Yeah.
team.
You know,
Say
even,
what?
I mean, that might be another problem down there also. Kathy, are you
Yes,
still on?
sir.
How about refs down there with Charlie? What do you guys think? Are you gonna have problems where finding them again or getting them?
Yeah, I'm hoping not, because we won't have lights at Trafalgar probably for a year. I mean,
Wow,
we don't know, but we're moving our rec to all day Saturday, all day Sunday.
okay,
Practice is gonna be before sundown, Monday through Friday.
okay.
And we talked to our assigner today. He's confident we're gonna have referees for that, and we're talking 1,400 kids.
Wow.
Yeah, and then for Pelican, we do have lights that got up. Actually, the membership was wonderful. Everybody came together with that many families, and they helped clean up our fields, our facilities. And then the city was there and they inspected Pelican. Pelican's up. We're practicing at night. We do have lights there. They fixed what needed to be fixed. And our games. Now, Trafalgar, we're going to be using Jeffers facilities for rec. We may have to use a few at Jeffers for competitive, but right now, Coach Eddie will be, if there's any question, Hugo will be the go-to to Sherry.
Yeah, feels.
We're going to be good with referees.
Have you disappeared? How about Charlie? Have you guys got any feel for how many refs will disappear out of this thing and just?
I think referees would be okay.
Okay, all right.
We'll have the same amount.
All right.
You know,
That's amazing.
need more, but we, as always,
I
but,
know. I mean, in
but I
general,
think we'll be good.
you guys
Yeah.
are really amazing as far as how fast you're. I figured this would be knock us out for the season down there, but it's
No,
this.
I'll tell you, I'm a man. I went through Charlie. I didn't have power for 2 months. I mean, to see the efforts that everybody's done and everybody works together, it's
Man,
kind of
that's
amazing.
horrific, isn't
It really is. To get us up and running as fast as they have.
Yeah.
It's been pretty nice to see. It's really-
It'll halfway restore our faith in fellow man, huh?
yeah, because the first
Yeah.
couple of days it looked like a war zone. So I mean,
Yeah.
so
Well, I've seen the
it
pictures
up
down
the road, it's
there
like,
in
wow.
Cape Coral and Fort Myers Beach. It's
Oh, those
it's
poor
a
people.
disaster. I mean, it's
Yeah.
Terrible, but you know what? Our governor did a great job. He's got
Absolutely.
Texas here, South Carolina, Alabama, Georgia, you name it. Everybody's come in to either pick up debris, power. It's just right now, the internet's pretty messed up.
Yeah, but I
What is
agree
it
with
about
Kathy.
that?
It's
Does
amazing.
anybody know anything technically about it? Are there lines that are down? I thought most of that stuff is been in the ground. Or I guess I'm not.
Yeah,
right.
no, it's all in the air. I think they're down. I mean,
It is.
they have Wi-Fi stations up. We noticed. They have van stationed in different parking lots to help out, but for Wi-Fi, but
So is it what is it? Is
It
it
did
just
miss.
iffy, Charlie, or do you?
yeah. I happen to be lucky. I've only lost it a couple of times. I lost power like 4 times since I got it back, but there's some people just don't get it. If they have it, they have like nothing, and the cell service are horrible. That is horrible right now.
How about
Our
you,
cell
Kathy?
service-
How about down by you?
Well, I tell you, the Xfinity sub stores that are around when they opened, they had lines of people, a couple of blocks long, bringing their phones, their computers, their laptops. And when you talk to some of these Xfinity guys from the out of state, they said that when they get up there and they check out everything, they say it's a complete hot mess. They don't even know how we had it to begin with. And they've been really on the news here reporting back. So it's affecting a lot.
Is that your internet provider down there?
Yeah, I finally got mine back 4 days ago. But
So
our
you
law,
have it
the
at your
law firm I
house?
work at, we have no internet.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. I don't want to hold anybody else. Now, have we got?
Paul, I'm sorry. This is Melissa from Inglewood Soccer.
I'm not. You're flattening out on me, and I know my hearing isn't that good. Could you repeat that?
This is Melissa from Inglewood Soccer.
Okay. So, Melissa, what we know, and could you just confirm this, that you believe by November 1st, which will be the November 5th games, you'll be able to host the home games, and also your teams will be able to travel. Am I correct in that assumption?
Yes, that's correct. I did not think that we would get our field space back as quickly as we did. They were talking about using all 4 of our fields for FEMA debris, construction debris.
Right.
But they opened Thursday, just this past Thursday, they opened 2 of our fields to us. So we got the competitive teams right back out there. I had already rescheduled the October 29th games, thinking we would not be out there.
Sure,
Um,
perfect.
The county told me we can go ahead with the November 5th game.
Yeah, and again, anything you run into from here on, Melissa, just stay close to us. As long as you're communicating, we can schedule wise, we can do anything we've got to as far as flexibility.
Yeah, that's great. I really appreciate it. You know what we actually need help with is we no longer, since the storm, have a referee assigner.
Okay, who was, Greg, who's down there?
Okay, where's this at? Englewood?
Englewood.
I believe Burke took that over down there,
Yeah, it's Burke.
but we can throw it to we maybe can throw it to Katie. Katie Moss Solomon.
Are you, Melissa, are you concerned about centers or ARs?
I'm concerned about ARs. I just don't have access to the list of.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
that we have available.
So it's the ARs you're really concerned with.
Yeah, she needs ARs, Paul.
USA centers are scheduled to center, correct?
I don't know what to do. I mean, I gotta think that through. What, Greg, you're the expert on that. What do we do?
I can talk to Katie for her, but
Yeah, I
But,
can get a hold.
Have
Geez,
you got some, Charlie?
Katie does ours. Katie does ours for
Oh,
USA.
okay. So
Yeah,
maybe
she's
Katie can help.
she's looking for ARs though, Paul.
Yeah, where's the list of certified referees in the area? That's what I need access.
We can get centers there, but the club referee, the club assigner has to get the ARs.
And
Right,
she
we
said they
don't
got no
have an
assigner.
assigner right now.
All right. Can we tell Burke, is there any way we can, there's not that many matches this first week. What, you have one, Melissa?
The 10-9 matches we already moved to, we asked the away teams if they would please host, and they all agreed.
And the other thing is you're at, for 9s and 10s, you don't need to worry, right? That's a center.
Right.
Anybody can do it, you know?
Right. So, I mean, I. know-
11s and 12s, even on the ARs, I mean, you can use somebody, you know, that's you know, capable of running a flag. Am I correct? I'm correct, right, Greg? We can do
Yeah,
that.
just to call the ball in and out, nothing else.
Yeah, and I know some of our, like, I teach at the high school as well, and I know some of our kids that are certified refs. I just didn't know if there was a list out there of everyone.
Yes. I don't know how to, maybe Greg can access it, but the list of referees, every kid that signs up for, you know, that's certified, is on a master list, right, Greg? It's not just the centers.
Well, she can get that through the FSR.
Right, but particularly if you can get her to the FSR, if you can get that information to her, the exact email address or phone number or name, or all three preferably.
I reached out to the FSR and they told me about the 2 remaining referee assigner trainings that I would need to take in order to have access to that. And one is up between Gainesville and Jacksonville on the 29th. I'm already scheduled to be out of town for. And then the other one is the 29th is up in Niceville in the Panhandle. And then November 5th is the one that's between Gainesville and Jacksonville. And that's all that's left for referee assigning courses. So we're kind of out of luck as far as being able to get anyone out there because most of our board members are in construction. And so they're very busy.
But you know, Charlie, can Katie help them?
I'm texting Katie right now. Katie
Okay,
is the.
we'll
Katie
try and
does
get, if Charlie,
Katie does
well,
the centers right now for Inglewood, for USA. She's the referee assigner for the centers. And I texted her to see if she can help.
so she does the centers, not Burke.
Right, we got
For
Katie
Englewood.
for the centers
Okay,
down there.
great. Yeah, if she can help at all with that, Now, again, Melissa, if you don't have ARs, you can have, even if it's high school kids, you can have them, they just can't make certain calls, but they can call the ball in and out, and that's about it.
Okay, I just didn't know if I had to be assigning them online and got sport. But as long as I can just set them up for the games, I'll reach out to our kids that are certified.
Yes, yeah, by all means.
Just tell, if you do get anybody that volunteers, tell them to lose their cell phone. They can't be on their cell phone.
Okay, I can do that. That's no problem.
Yeah, but we're not gonna, there is a method. I mean, if the two refs come into the game or in a car accident, I mean, you can use people for that purpose. So
Okay, great.
if you have fit kids that have played soccer and at one time ref, that's even better.
Hey, Melissa, would you please give me your, you see my phone number in the meeting chat?
Meeting chat. I'm looking for it.
Well, just give it to her.
813-951-1631. Text me with your email and your phone number, please.
Okay, I will.
Katie said she would help them out if they need help right now.
Oh, that's great, Charlie.
Signing the
Hear that,
ARs.
Melissa?
Thank you, Charlie.
Can you
No
get,
problem.
can you get Melissa, Greg, can you get Melissa Katie's contact information?
I got
And
Katie,
also-
I got Katie's email address. That's all I got.
Charlie,
I can give it to you.
Hi,
all right.
guys. I'm Sergio from North Sport Fusion. I'm sorry I'm late.
Oh, that's all right.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Who's this?
Northport.
Sergio from Northport. And I can ask James Bailey, he's our referee assigner, for helping out if you need. If you need me to ask.
Serge, thank you so much.
Give Melissa the information, please.
Yeah, if you would get her the contact information, that's the biggest problem we have.
Melissa, Katie's number is 941.
Okay, hold on, Charlie.
No problem.
941
Got it?
628
28
0935.
0935.
Thanks, Charlie.
628-0935. Okay.
And Greg, I'm texting you now.
Thank you.
All right, so if we cross, Serge,
Yeah,
the information we have about Northport is in an email that your fields would be ready and playable as of the 29th, the beginning of the season. Would you know that to be correct information?
yes, it's correct information. We played the game today. So fields are open. We don't have lights yet, but we
All right,
are. It's
how about
lined,
away? Are the
ready to
teams
go.
all fit enough where there's no problems with people being out of their houses or anything
Yeah,
else to make the away games?
I can confirm we can play games too.
Okay, so the information we had here is correct. Northport, you're good.
Yes.
If there's any problem, get to us, get to either Greg or to Sherry, and we'll work with you. We'll do anything we have to help.
Thank you. As how I said, for now, we are pretty good.
Cool.
I mean, we're without lights, so like we have problems with the practices, but
Yeah.
play game.
Yeah.
Be a problem.
Hey, Greg, do you have all of the contact information that the email that Sherry had and Sergi, is it Sergi? Am I pronouncing that correctly?
Yeah, Sergio. Yes.
Pronounce your last name for me.
Last name?
Yes.
OPR.
No, pronounce it.
Oprishko.
A Parishko?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a Van Steenbergen, so I always like to hear somebody else's name so I don't murder it, because mine's been murdered since I've been 7. Oh, Parishko. So the,
Oprishka, yeah, exactly.
so have we got your, Greg, have you got Sergey's contact
I
information?
sure as hell don't.
Please get it right now. Serge, can you give
Okay,
Greg your phone number and email address?
Do you want me to text in the chat?
Whatever.
Yes, put it in the
Greg-
chat. Go ahead,
Okay.
put it in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, Greg's, whatever Greg's, he's the pro on this. The more,
doing
the
right
better information we have, the easier it is for us to communicate. And that it makes it much better for all of us.
It's what I said, like I didn't receive any emails about the meeting, so might somebody lost it, but I didn't receive.
Well, it may not be, we're using God Soccer. When you guys sign up and when you sign up at the beginning of the year, you list the contact information. And that's all because we've got, 50 clubs. So we don't know. When something like this happens, we start drilling down and finding out that a few of them, we really don't have proper contact information.
Mhm.
And that's, so you're sending stuff out, you're not getting it. We're not getting anything back. So that's what we're trying to, especially with the situation like it is down there. That's why we're on this Zoom call, is to get everybody tightened up.
Okay, and he's with Northport. Okay.
Yes. All right. Is there?
You should
is there
have
any-
now.
Hold on.
Greg, have you got it?
Not in the chat, I don't.
Or I might. Wait,
I'm
wait,
in meeting
might-
chat. I'm in the meeting chat with Melissa
Yeah.
and I don't see anything.
I texted to Melissa. I'm sorry.
I got it. I
Now
see
I try
it.
to do. I
Who
tried
did
to
it go
do
to?
Well, it's good. Melissa has it too.
Thank you.
Yeah, Melissa has too. Yeah, now. Yeah, I changed it now. You'll have it now.
There you go. Thank you, Sergey.
You're welcome.
Oprishko.
Either
Yep.
Ukrainian or Russian.
Ukrainian. Of course.
Ukrainian?
Yes.
I'm half Ukrainian, half Polish.
You can tell the top half of Greg is Ukrainian. His brain. My kids are Polish, Bobby. I got nothing to say about them. Good people.
Greg, it's Melissa again. Did you see my information in the chat?
Greg,
I'm sorry.
did you get Melissa's information in the
Yes, I
chat?
did, Melissa. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, we got Charlie, we got Kathy, we got, how about Azuri? Do we have there? Greg, do you have Azuri's good?
I must have had the right email address because she was on the line.
Okay. Name and phone number, whoever that was? Are they still
Yeah,
on?
it came to me for Azuri.
Okay, so Bryn, are you the best contact for them down there? For the Storm,
I-
for us, for our league?
I don't know if we are the only team, but I'm the team manager for the
Oh, only.
U10 team.
Okay, so you don't know anything about the club?
I mean, I can give you emails for the club, but I'm assuming it's going to the right place. I know my coach got the email about this Zoom. I got the email about the Zoom.
Very good.
So I'm
Okay.
assuming our registrar had entered everything properly.
Yeah,
What
hopefully.
about
Greg,
Giuseppe? What about Giuseppe or Bryn?
I'm Bryn, and Giuseppe is the coach for our team, and he
You're
did get
Bryn.
the email for the Zoom.
So they're a team though, Greg, not a club. They're a
Okay,
team in the club.
right.
Yes.
So while we got her, if you need to, see if she can get you contact information for the club.
Yeah, if you can, we don't have anything on the president, the DOC, nothing. No emails, no phone numbers, no nothing. They didn't fill
He's
any.
assuming that the registrar got it, so that may be who we have to go through. But Bryn, if you could scare that up, you are in contact with Greg as far as emails. If you could get us that contact information so we can reach down there and make sure we're
So you want
servicing them.
the contact for the registrar or for the DOC?
No, the DOC and the president are really the best because they should have, some registrars will know, but in general, the president and DOC will know the situation as far as fields, play, et cetera. Red cards, I mean, anything like that.
Okay. Yep, no problem. I'll get that put together
Yeah,
with
thanks for doing
emails
that.
and phone numbers.
Well, that's a big help.
Yeah, Paul, the DOC is Carrie. I can give you her information too, if you need it.
Greg, have
Yes.
you got it right in front of you, Charlie?
What's that?
Have you got
Yeah,
it right in front of you?
I'll text it to her. I'll text it to Greg.
Okay.
Okay,
Charlie's
perfect.
got it too, so let's be sure we got it before we get off, or not get off, but I mean, be sure we got it. Because that gives us now we got good contact with everybody down there if something else occurs or we've got other issues. Because we at one point, Charlie, I think in the tens, put, well, it was a predominant Southern team, Southern team. So we were concerned, at least initially, Charlie, that you wouldn't have any home, no one would have fields. So that fear is gone, at least for the moment.
Greg, I text you her. I only have a cell number. I text that to you, her name and cell number.
Who is she? The president?
Where did you send it
Director of
to?
Coaches, your cell phone.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
And
Anybody else?
her-
Yes.
I'm gonna put her email in the chat. I have the email for Carrie, who's our DOC. So I'll put that in the chat.
Thank you, Brent. Well, we know the coach, right? The head coach is a guy we all know, isn't it,
Yeah.
Greg?
Yeah. Yep. That's Giuseppe.
All right. Anybody else that needs, do you think we at least have a clear idea from everybody? Yes? As far as where we're at? And the board will meet on the 5th, so we should see this evolve. We should be able to come up with, if we've got ancillary problems, we'll solve them at that point.
And if anything changes, please attend the meeting.
Well, or just get to us. I mean, let us know now that the contact is solid between us. But by the 5th, we're through the second week and we should at least by that time come up with alternate strategies. The board can, if we need to. All right. All right. Anything else? Thanks a lot, everybody, for taking the time to do this. I appreciate it. It really makes it much easier for Greg and Sherry. I'm not
Yeah, I
tender.
appreciate it.
Okay, I got you now. All right. Stay in touch, guys. Charlie, good luck down there, buddy.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Good night.
Yeah, thanks. a lot.
Appreciate it.
All right, I'm gonna sign off. So Sherry, you're back.